you need is to know the customer psyche. Get hooked on to your customer psyche. जैसे कोई लोग कहते थे मेरे इंस्टीट्यूट में, जैसे मैं आज बात से था, हम लोगों से बातें करके प्यार से उसके जेब का पैसा निकाल देते। That kind of skill which a BA English or a psychologist can do it, or a BA MA. That's also a great skill, not an easy job. BA MA English can do that job. And if it comes to R&D, of course, you need PhDs. You need PhDs. I talked about HR. Slowly, but I'm able to drive from the point, and things are on the HR is important. So, what kind of skill set HR requires? Again, these psychology, sociologist, anthropologist, and what is known as in the modern world as OB specialist, organization behavior specialist. Okay. And to further dive home a point, you have, suppose you are a SME, small and medium scale enterprise, not a big one. So what I want to say is there are big players here, like IMA, and say IMB, and now latest is IMCO. These are big players. They will have their presence in all three strategies or 3 or 4 strategy types that I described. They will cater to cost leaders. They will cater to differentiators. They will cater to innovators. They will be everywhere. They are like big giants. They are everywhere. They are everywhere in all sectors. For example, you may have a course in supply chain. And IIM Bangalore will have a center of supply chain. So there is no comparison. Again, if you have a course in agricultural economics, there will be a center of agriculture in IIB and IIM. Center for Agriculture in IIMA and there is a event. We may have a course in entrepreneurship. IIME will have Sydney, which will incubate so many entrepreneurs. that is the kind of thing we are looking at. So one need not be discouraged by this. You must have heard about small and medium scale enterprises. You must have heard about small scale enterprises. The question is, can he compete with a cost leader? Definitely not. Because he doesn't have these huge investments required for setting up assembly lines and huge machinery and all that. He cannot do that. He cannot compete with cost leaders. But he can be a differentiator. He can say, look, I am small, but I can produce something which is very novel. जैसे लखनऊ का बुनकर होता है, he makes a wall hanging, which is what we know, hand knitted wall hanging. Wall knitted wall hanging, and this adorns President's office. USA. That is White House. And cost is USD 80,000. This no machinery can make. So the message is, if you are a small organization, if you are of the kind of an SME, don't compete with people. Carve out a niche for yourself, a small area where you can excel. Look at the input, look at these strategy types of organizations. Target where you would like to do that. I have seen this happening in University of Petroleum and I forget the name, what you call it, University of Petroleum and Energy Studies. There they have a course on aviation management. They are the only one in the country that will train managers to manage the aviation business. Everything have to do with aviation. Now here, these big players are not operating. And you will thrive here. So a lot of thought and care has to be gone into it to ensure that strategically where you place yourself. If you are depending upon what kind of resources you have, what kind of faculty you have, what is their competency, and look at the external consistency, sort of where you want to place your employees, so where you have to place your students, to which organization, where there is a kind of a need, and have a good match. And this is known that the UPSC has aviation management. So then what happens is, you are small, but you are excellent in your own way. So instead of filtering your energy into too many things, just have a nice focus. See what is your internal competency. Look at external requirements. Look at external requirements. And accordingly, design your career. Accordingly design. So that is the core of the message I want to make is, if you are smart, you need not be disheartened. If you do this kind of a game very correctly, look at your internal strengths, identify, and look at where you want to place them strategically into these different strategy types, what kind of product you want to produce, and accordingly train yourself. Okay? And then flourish like this Bulkar has flourished. He makes that particular product, he gives that kind of emphasis, which is probably as good as it is. So that is how I would like to the message I would like to pass on. And this will make your job of getting whatever kind of an accreditation easier, because they are excellent, whatever small thing will do. So that is one part of a message I would like to do this, is to decide your focus. Next few things I would like to talk about. So let me get down to these NAAC guidelines. I just happen to, it's about half an hour, 25 minutes. So I just browsed through the NAAC website, and then they talked about curriculum. So in a curriculum design, what should be done is, you take up the best of the past